Is the Switch 2 worth it? When will they add more games, do you think? Do I think the Switch 2 is worth it right now? So for me personally, the Switch 2 was worth it because I've been wanting an upgrade of the Switch for like many years now. My Joy-Cons have drifted and the overall hardware of the Switch 1 is already just so outdated. If I were to tell you like last year saying, yeah, dude, I don't really play my Switch anymore because I'm just on a PC nowadays, you know? I feel like Nintendo had to make that jump to the point where like you can have 120 frames per second on the system or 4K support or HDR. I feel like they had to make that jump at some point, which is why I'm so glad they basically just made a better Switch. And also at the same time, I've had the Switch 1 since launch. Like I've basically had it since launch month. So in terms of if it's worth it, if you love Mario Kart, it's worth it. If you don't like Mario Kart as much as you think, then it's definitely just best to wait. It is just best to wait because don't expect any price drops. It's Nintendo. Just don't expect it. There are going to be a lot of third-party support for this system because they basically finally made to the point where they have like a PS4 or PS5 level. Oh, easy does it, easy go. Thank you for the gifted sub to Rocky on Air. Let's go. I appreciate you. Thank you. To continue my answer, there's gonna be a lot of third-party support because the Switch 2 is basically on the level of a better PS4 or something like that. So they'll definitely have more games branching out and whatnot. Other than that, it really just depends on your tastes. Like, do you want to enjoy Mario Kart? Then there you go. Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out next month, and that's going to be a great game to look out for. That should be a very good one to watch out for. And then you got Metroid Prime, you got the Pokemon later next year, or later this year, maybe Kirby. Oh yeah, Kirby Air Ride. Again, if you're not as much hardcore with like Nintendo systems and you can just wait, like you're not like itching to get it, because I've been itching a better Switch. So if you're not itching to get it like now, it's definitely best to wait. Like that's perfectly fine, you know? Yeah, like I feel like launch day specifically, like maybe people felt left out. But if you can wait, you can wait, man. It's very easy to wait to, you know, save up some money and then spend 500 on the system. I do think like in terms of like the better hardware, it is way better hardware, way better. And I think it will be worth it just because of that alone. And then of course, if you want the Switch 2, you also are getting it for the first party titles. So like Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, the next Pokemon, etc. I haven't bought a Nintendo product since the Wii, so I've been out of the train for a while. Gotcha. If I'm being honest, like ever since the Wii, I think if you decided to get a Switch 2, I think it'd be a very nice jump. It'd be a very nice jump because it's like, oh my gosh, like holy shit. And then also at the same time, the Wii U is like non-existent. It's just non-existent. So I mean, you don't really have to care about the Wii U. And then the Switch 1, almost all the games are playable on the Switch 2. So even if you mentioned how you didn't buy a product from Nintendo, or a system I should say, since the Wii, pretty much 99% of Switch games are going to be compatible on the Switch 2 anyway. So you're going to be chilling, you know? You're basically chilling at that point. Yeah, see what Hugo just said. You have the whole entire Switch 1 lobby, plus the Switch 1 games, most of them are going to play even better on Switch 2. See like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, for example, or Smash Ultimate. I think that's also something to keep in mind.